Yes, Arsenal are back in the Champions League for the first leg of the quarterfinals against Sporting Lisbon, which will be taking place tomorrow. That's going to be a massive game. After that disappointment on Saturday, I decided not to say too much about that because we have a long way to go. So many stories, so many noise in the media about Arsenal's performance against Southampton and how they expect us to bottle the league and the Champions League as well. I know the FA Cup performance wasn't good enough. We were bad. I know we were very poor against Southampton. We expected to beat Southampton, but football happens, and football has actually happened to us over the past few weeks, and it's back-to-back losses for Arsenal. We lost against Man City in the Carabao Cup final and also lost to Southampton, which is actually disappointing. I was disappointed after that game because I expected us to win that game. We had a lot of chances to kill that game off, and also there are signs that you could see the effect of fatigue on those guys actually, because I thought those guys, the defense was actually poor. And to be honest, the defense actually disappointed the team last weekend because I felt we were very sloppy in defense. The midfield was not good enough. We were controlling the midfield enough. So that was why we lost to Southampton. It was very, very disappointing. It was a big blow, a big shock for every Arsenal fan. But after that, we have to move on because the game is coming thick and fast. We are actually in the critical period of the season. Now we've lost two, we're out of two competitions, and now we've got two left to go, which actually we look like favourites. But after that loss against Southampton, we don't look like favourites again in the eyes of the media and in the eyes of so many Arsenal fans and our rival fans, because they expect us to drop the ball to the league as well. But I expect us to go on and win this league this season, irrespective of what's happened over the past few days. But against Sporting Lisbon, it's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be tough. For me, this is the Victor GYÖKERES derby. This is going to be massive actually, because GYÖKERES is actually going back to the club whereby he made his name, scoring so many goals for Sporting Lisbon, where he was actually known as one of the most prolific strikers in the world. He has actually not proved that at Arsenal, but it is going to be a big showdown. The last time we went to Sporting Lisbon last season, Arsenal defeated them by 5-1 in the group stage of the Champions League, which was massive for us. We went there at the back of so many hype on that game because so many people were actually rating Sporting Lisbon at the time. And also, it's going to be a big one for Victor GYÖKERES because he's been replaced by another striker who has actually been doing what he was actually doing at Sporting Lisbon. It's going to be a thing to put an eye on actually. We expect Arsenal to actually show up this time. Go all against Sporting Lisbon and right your wrongs against them, because a win against Sporting Lisbon will put Arsenal into a good mood going into the next game in our Premier League fixture. Because if we don't win that game against Sporting Lisbon, we'll go out and lose again. It's going to be a long one for Arsenal fans. It's not going to be an easy one, because going into that game with a loss is not going to help the confidence of the team. So Arteta needs to do everything he can and everything he needs to make sure he puts a smile on the faces of Arsenal fans like me. And I can't wait for us to go on and win that game, because we need that game. We really need to win that game. Because I know, although we don't really need to win our Sporting to qualify, but we need to win that game just because of the setbacks we've had over the past few games. Just go and prove back. I just want the team to go all out and prove that what they've done all through the season till this point is not a fluke. We are in this position because we're actually good enough. Don't let one or two bad results make you look like one of those teams that actually we shouldn't go back, look at one of two results that have actually not gone our way over the past 2 weeks to actually make us say this team is not good enough. Don't let the rivals, this is actually going out to the Arsenal fans, don't let rivals make you feel like because you've had two bad losses, you've not actually suddenly not a good team. We're a good team. I know we've had some games this season whereby we'll be like, should have done better, but that's what it is now. This is not the time to lament. This is not the time to start thinking about the spilled milk. Actually, now go fix up, because we've got enough time. Don't let it be medicine after death. Arteta, don't always do this thing whereby always when the tie is over, that's when you wake this team up. Now this team has to wake now, because there's no time, because there's no story for you not to win the league this season at least, but now you have the chance to play the Champions League. Go on and do everything you can to win this Champions League game, and we need to win as soon as possible. So with that, I will just be going into the game, talking about the game, the tactics. I feel like the game is actually going to be a very frantic one, because Sporting Lisbon, they got a very good atmosphere. They'll be coming for the revenge, because remember 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, I think it was 3 seasons ago, they actually stopped us from winning the Europa League because they beat us in the, I think we drew at Sporting and drew at the Emirates, whereby we went on to penalty shootouts and we lost against Sporting in the penalties. And now we'll have an opportunity now to beat them, actually, because last season when we beat them 5-1, I know they are not happy. So the fans are going to be up for this one. I remember Sporting Lisbon, the last game, they came back from a 3-0 deficit to beat Bodo Glimt. That will actually give them a lot of confidence going into this one as well. And they've got one of the hottest striker in the world, actually, in Suarez, who's replaced Victor Gyökeres. So he's going to be up for it to prove to Gyökeres that he is better than Victor Gyökeres. And Sporting Lisbon has made the right choice by replacing him with Victor Gyökeres. And now this is the time for Gyökeres to step up, because he has actually stepped up over the past few games. So he scored against Southampton, actually bringing his form into the game against Southampton, where we actually equalized, but unfortunately our defense was not good enough to see us through to winning that game. So that is it. So I'll be giving my match preview for the game between. So with that, I'll be giving you my predicted match 11 for the game between Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal. That'll be taking place tomorrow. In goal, I'll start with David Raya. Centre back pair, William Saliba, and hopefully Gabriel is fit to start this one. And the right back will be Jurgen Timber. Left back, it will be Ricardo Calafiori. My midfield pair will be Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi. And in front of them will be Martin Odegaard. I liked his cameo when he played against Southampton. I don't know the reason why Mikel Arteta took him off. Maybe because of precaution. But I liked what I saw from Martin Odegaard, even the few minutes I saw from him. And my front three will be Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard if he's fit. If he's not fit, I know he'll go Martinelli. We've got no choice, but I don't really like what I saw from Martinelli against Southampton. And my striker will be Victor Gyökeres. And that's my match preview and my predicted match 11 for the game between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon. Let's go and win it. You better go and win it this time around, because we need to win and the fans need to back the team. This period is not the time to lament. Come on, you Gunners!